season is in full gear, pun intended.
Welcome to my obscure camping gear series. First up, it's all about kitchen and cooking.
These aren't the usual gear recommendations. These are probably a little more lesser known or things you wouldn't think of that make a huge impact. So let's get started. Okay, this first recommendation actually was recommended to me fairly early on in my solo camping journey, and it's a long handle spork. Yeah, big shout out to David. He's the one that actually gave me this recommendation, probably after he watched me kind of suffer using a small little spoon with my backpacking meals. So this is a great addition to my camping kitchen collection. And you wouldn't really think of this necessarily, but this is a great tool to have. Okay, we all love having that cup of coffee when we're sitting there at the campfire early in the morning. Normally at home, I like to have a little bit of sugar and some cream, but I wanted to keep my camping coffee rituals fairly simple. So instead of brewing, I use instant, but I use these 3-in-1. This has a little bit of sugar and cream in it, so I don't have to worry about packing cold cream and keeping it cold. I don't have to worry about sugar. This is so convenient, and it tastes really good too. So if you're like me, don't want to pack all the ingredients, this is the perfect addition to your camping kitchen. Now, this next recommendation is something that I've always watched my dad use as an adult camping with my family. And so when I decided to go on my own solo camping journey, I decided to keep this in my camping gear. And this is shop towels. Now, if you ever use a shop towel, you'll know that they're fairly thick. They're pretty durable, and you can use them for multiple things, and you can use them over and over until you can't use them anymore. So this is something I highly recommend. And I'll put links to all the items down below. So if you want to grab yourself something that you find that you might like, I'll have them down there in the description box. Okay, if you're finding any of these tips helpful, I would really appreciate you liking the video. And if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe so you can catch my next video in the series. Another not so common gear recommendation is a windscreen for your stove. And this is a real simple, it folds flat, it's compact. It's windy one day, you'll put this around your stove so your fire will stay lit. I've used this quite a few times, and it comes in very, very handy. Now, my final gear recommendation for cooking or the kitchen is actually an all-in-one water filter. This is normally something you'd use backpacking, fill it up in the stream and filter it. Actually fill this from my water jug, and then I filter it into my drinking bottle that I use for like everyday drinking. So this has been super handy. Highly recommend. So what is your favorite camping gear for the kitchen or cooking that people wouldn't necessarily think about? If you have something you want to share, just drop them in the comments below so we can all go ahead and take a peek at what you've got in your gear box. My next episode is going to be all about fire and warmth. It's just the few things that you may not think about that might come in handy. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out.